Hi YouTube, it's LaRonda, Curvy Girl Sleeved, and I'm coming at you with my update from my nutritionist visit. Today is Friday, May 6, 2016, and I visited with the nutritionist for the first time. Her name is Pam Turner, and I am going to be doing all of my visits with her. And I actually found out today that today's visit counted as one of my supervised visits. So I have to see her a total of 4 times. And I was thinking that I would have to see her 5 times to count for my insurance. But I learned today that it's actually literally 4 times. So that puts me um, finishing my visits around August, which means that potentially I could schedule surgery sometime in September, depending on how long approval from the insurance company takes. But that's a long ways away, so I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch in terms of how soon the surgery is going to be. And actually, realistically, I'm actually thinking that I would rather do it towards the first of the year in 2017, just because I have some traveling that I'm going to be doing over the next few months, and I just think it'll be better timing wise for me because I don't want to be on a liquid diet through the holidays or trying to recover from surgery during the holidays. So I'll see, but I'll play it by ear, see how the visits go, and then when it's actually time for me to get scheduled, then I'll have a better idea of what I can actually do. So the visit with the nutritionist was my first ever visit seeing a nutritionist or dietitian, and it was really informative. I learned quite a lot. She talked about what my BMI should be, what it is currently, which is, I think, 54, which is crazy. And she asked me if I knew what a normal BMI was, and I thought it would be like in the 20s or 30s, and it was actually in the teens. So you can imagine my surprise when I thought about me having a BMI of 54 and thinking about that it should be in the teens. It's a little startling to hear. I know that I'm overweight and that I need to lose quite a bit of weight, but when you really hear it in those terms, it really brings it home. So, hearing that was interesting and sobering. And also, we calculated about the amount of weight that I could potentially lose after surgery. So it would be, I think they said it's your, what do they call it? Your amount of weight that you're overweight, 70% of that. The difference between that and your current weight, 70% of that is what you can expect to lose. And if you'll recall from my initial video, at the time I weighed 328 pounds. I've actually lost just about 1.5 pounds, almost 2 pounds. And I'm 326.8 as of today when they weighed me. So I didn't really do anything to lose that, so I'm not sure how it happened, but I'll take it. And so she calculated that I could potentially lose 123 pounds from the surgery. So that's exciting. It's crazy to think about that I even have that much weight to lose, but it's reality. So it's good to know. She set a goal between 180 and 200 pounds for me as my goal once I have the surgery. So, in the meantime, I don't have to lose a specific amount of weight, but I do need to show that I'm making active changes in my life, and the scale will likely go down with those changes. So, making good food choices and portion size, and having the right amount of vegetables, carbs, and protein. She wants me to get 60 to 120 uh, ounces of protein a day. And she gave me a suggested meal plan that I can use as a guide. I don't have to follow it exactly, but she just wants to see that I'm putting an effort towards making a change in my life, to show that I can make a permanent change once the surgery happens. And what she told me was that she'll record her notes from each of our visits and my progress, inclusive of what my weight is each time. And at the end of our visits, she'll do her final report, which then goes to the insurance company. So she does kind of hold a bit of my fate in her hands. So I do have to show improvement with her and that I am really taking this serious. But I don't think that'll be hard because I'm really excited about this process. I know it's not going to be easy, but I think my motivation is up a lot at this point, and I'm excited to learn the information that she has to share. And so I think that the next 4 months should be really interesting. She went over with me different options for proteins and what my meals should look like each day. And she actually suggested times for me to eat. She wants me to eat 6 times a day, and that's 3 meals and 3 snacks. And so we scheduled out on paper what that looks like. And currently, I work late in the evening. I don't get off work until 7 o'clock. So generally, I'm eating pretty late compared to most people. Between 7:45 and 8:30 is when I'm having dinner. And she said that's one of the quickest ways to put on weight. So the goal is for me now to eat dinner before I leave work, and which means I'll have to do some meal prepping and bring food with me, and have my meal by 6 o'clock every day. So that should be interesting. I do get a snack once I get home around 8 o'clock, but I tend to do things later just because my schedule is later in general. I start the day a little bit later, and as I said, I work until 7. So that should be interesting. I think it's going to be a little challenging because I tend to snack at night, which gets me into trouble. So hopefully having a kind of a cutoff time, so to speak, will help me move forward. She also gave me a chart that showed the protein amounts for different items, which is really good. So that'll help me with my meal planning. And she suggested, as I've heard before, that I do meal prep on Sundays for the week so that I'm not tempted to just grab things out of ease, which is what I usually tend to do. I'm really bad about cooking at home. I cook really well, but I don't necessarily like to take the time to do it just because when I get home from work, I'm tired and I just want to grab something, eat, and relax. So just incorporating that into my lifestyle, I know it'll be a positive change. I just think that it can be challenging just because on Sunday, what I choose to make for the week, I don't know that I'm going to want towards the end of the week, but we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to try and make some good options and incorporate the information that she gave me. So there's that. She also gave me some ideas on vitamins for after surgery. She gave me what the post-op diet will be and all of that information so that I know what I'm working towards. And she gave me some samples of some bariatric vitamins, which she gave me these. Um, and it's very active multivitamin. So I'm going to try these. They're chewable. I have a different one that a friend recommended that's actually a liquid multivitamin. It's a powder and you mix it with water. So I've been trying that out most recently, but from what I understand, some people can't tolerate that after surgery. So I'm curious to see. So that very active multivitamin is an option for me. She also gave me the infamous Premier Protein to try out. So I'm gonna sample that. This is vanilla, and it also came with a coupon, so I'll get to use that. And also, she gave me some packets of Undery. Now I already have the sample pack, so I've already sampled the strawberry of this, and I really like it right now. It's not what I was expecting from protein drinks. I thought it was going to be thick and more like a milkshake. But I made mine with water and it was actually like drinking juice. So I kind of like that because I'm not that big on sweets. So I tend to go for the more savory snacks and things like that. So it was pretty cool, and I'm glad that I got some additional samples to try out. Um, and so she's given me some options to look towards and look forward to. She also gave me a full folder of information with details and a sample meal plan that's about 1,600 calories per day. And she said that's probably going to be one of the harder things for me is counting out calories and bringing down my calorie count because I have a really high calorie count right now based on what I've been eating. I think that because I have worked with a personal trainer before and she built a nutrition plan for me at the time, I know that I can do it. And it's just a matter of getting into the habit of doing it. But for this to be a permanent change, I need to find ways to make it interesting and fun. Because when I cook, I do like to cook and I like to try different things. I love food and the creativity that can go into it, not just eating junk. Okay, so I ran out of space for a minute and I had to stop. But what I was saying is, I really like to be creative in the kitchen and have interesting recipes to kind of make food interesting. So, really looking forward to working with the nutritionist. And as I said before, I think I'll learn a lot from her. And I'm also excited that this visit counted towards the 4 visits that I have to have with her, excuse me, because that just gets me one step closer to surgery. So I see her again in a month, and then that'll be visit number 2. I'm sure I'll do an update before then, but also on the same day, later that day, I'll have my psych evaluation, which should be interesting. And I think things are really moving. So eventually, as I get further into the process, I know I have to get a sonogram of my gallbladder to make sure I don't have gallstones and things like that. Because if that's the case, then the surgeon will remove my gallbladder at the same time of surgery. I don't know why, but I really would prefer to keep my gallbladder. I don't really know if it makes that much of a difference. If any of you have had yours removed and you think it makes a big difference, leave me a comment and let me know how it affects you. Or if you still have yours and you've had the surgery, also let me know how that is for you and if you have any issues with it. or if you had kept it but had to have it removed after surgery, also let me know about that. So I think for now, that's just about it. I will be posting body shots just to show where I am right now since I officially started with the nutritionist. And from this point forward, I should be losing weight. Um, so I will put up a separate video just to show what I currently look like. And excuse my appearance today. I was off today and had a really lazy day, so I didn't really do much with myself. But I will include those shots, and the outfit that I chose to put on is a little snug on me right now. So I think it'll be really good to document my progress to see how it fits some months from now and then eventually after surgery. So I think that's about it for now. And check out the video for my body shots. Thanks, YouTube. Bye.